Hi guys and welcome back. Today I am working on setting up my studio. This has been a long time coming. I switched studio rooms in my home well over a year ago now. So I've been down here for a while, and when I moved down here I just moved all of my stuff and it just kind of sat there, and I worked down here but I didn't set anything up, I didn't organize anything, I didn't bring out any of my decorative things. It was just very bare bones. Stuff was here but not organized, so it was really chaotic, and I hate that. I hate working in an environment like that. So I am finally going to give myself some time to actually put my room together. I have two sides to what I'm doing, two things that I'm considering in every element as I work through it. So one side is the organization and the other side is the inspiration. I'm someone who gets stressed when things are messy or cluttery or even just visually cluttered, but I am also a very naturally cluttery person. And there's a lot of things in my studio that I have to keep in my studio that visually, it's not very cute, it's not aesthetic, it looks cluttery, but I have to have it. Things like light stands, and there's my normal camera tripod, there's just a lot of stuff like that. And cords everywhere. So my process for this is going to be anything that can be organized will be. If it can be hidden away, I'll hide it away. I'm going to do cord management, so all my cords are tidy and clean looking, and basically anything that can look less cluttered, I am going to put in the effort to make it so. And then the other side of it is I want the space to be inspiring and inviting. I want to be down here and spend time, and I do not right now. It's not very welcoming. Part of that is that I have a lot of little decorative things, little antiques, rocks, just stuff that I find really inspiring and I love looking at it, but again, I have this fine balance of I don't want it to feel too cluttered. So there's a few things that I'm thinking about as I'm decorating this space so that it hopefully can have things that I love to look at. I feel inspired, but it also doesn't feel overly cluttered. So that is the goal. I'm going to make this place so perfectly organized. Everything's going to have a place that it belongs and it needs to live, and that's where I will put it when I'm done with it every single time. The less time I'll waste deciding where to set something, finding it, pulling it out. If I know exactly where it is every time, it means that I can get the most done when I am down here. And I did mention this in, I think, my last video, but I did just have a baby. So now I have two kids. So when I'm down in my studio, I have to be as efficient as possible. I need to make that time count. So I recently got another desk to add to my studios, and I have 3 desks in my office. I had been considering and researching and looking up standing desks for a while now. When FlexiSpot reached out to me, I was just so excited because I've heard really amazing things about their desks. So I jumped on the opportunity to get a standing desk from them, and I absolutely love this desk. It is so solid. It does not wobble when I rise it up or when I lean on it. It is much more comfortable to be able to lower it to that perfect sitting height that matches my chair so my feet can be on the ground. It's just this perfect chain reaction so that every position that I'm in is so much more comfortable. They sent me the dual monitor stand that holds the monitors at just the exact right height, cable management tray that holds all of my cords and makes it look very tidy. And there's also this plug that goes right on top of my desk. The desk also comes with a 30-day risk-free return policy and a 15-year warranty. I would highly recommend it. If you're looking at a fairly affordable standing desk, but you want one that feels really quality, I highly, highly recommend this one. I've been loving it for the couple of weeks that I've been using it. And I'll have a link down in the description that'll take you over to FlexiSpot, and the desk specifically that I have is the standing desk E7. So one of my solutions for keeping the decorative stuff from feeling too cluttery is I have little designated areas. At least that's what I'm going to create. So I have trays that I've collected over the years, little thrifted things, but using those trays, it helps create a designated space on a tabletop that I can put other little knickknacks on, but it's defined. They have to stay on that little tray, and that means that they don't migrate around my desk and then get in the way. And it also keeps it limited to a certain amount of decorative things, but it looks cute and I can arrange it and I can move it all easily. If I need the whole space, I can take that tray and move it away. That actually was a game changer for me in the past when I've implemented this kind of system. It keeps things just really tidy, but also it doesn't feel like I'm living a very sparse life because I can put that stuff out there and I can still enjoy these little tiny knickknacks. I'm also going to put artwork on my wall. I only have like one thing up right now and I only just recently put that up. So I want more artwork that lives up there, but I also am going to create some little stations where I can clip my artwork and then hang them up on my wall. That way I can be very modular with what's hanging up. So I can put things up that I'm currently working on or art that I want to be inspired by that I've created in the past, or I can have reference things or inspiration things on my wall. So it can all be very go with the flow with what I'm working on, with what I'm thinking about at the time. I am particularly excited about that because in my workspace, I don't have a lot of wall space and I want to be inspired. I want to see the artwork, but I don't want it to be this permanent fixture. Like I want it to be elsewhere in my house. I want it to be able to be working with me since this is a workspace for artwork. So I now have 3 desks in my studio. I started with 2, I got a new one. I thought about taking out my old computer desk and give myself more room in here. It's really not a very big room at all, but I decided to keep all 3 of them and have very designated spaces. I'm actually really excited about this. So I have my computer desk, which of course is for all of my digital art stuff, all of my editing, all of my research, anything like that. Then I have my art desk, which is where I do all of my traditional painting. And then my last desk, which is my old computer desk, is just this slim little black desk, but I am going to make that my like task desk, I guess. It can be where I go and sit down and plan things out. I can journal to get some ideas flowing. I can do odds and ends things like cutting out paper. I am just going to keep that space very open and clean. That is something that I've found with my art desk is that it's always covered in art supplies. If I'm in the middle of a painting, I will have my palette out, my gouache palette, all of my brushes. It ends up totally covered in stuff. And since my paintings take several days, it's not worth it to clean it up at the end of every day. So it always has the supplies there, which is great for being able to just jump right in and start painting. But it also means that I never really have space to be able to do anything else without it being this fuss. So I'm going to keep this desk. I'm going to keep it very nice and tidy, and it's going to be this like hub where I can start my day. I can plan things out. That's it for this room transformation. This is absolutely not the like final destination for the room. I'm someone who always loves moving things around and trying things out, seeing if I can make things feel tidier or feel more exciting or incorporating new things that I find. So yeah, it's a work in progress, which is fun. It's just gonna shift and change as the years go on, but I finally do feel comfortable being down here and I feel inspired by the space and I feel organized. So it has energy to it that makes me feel excited to work, and it's been a long time coming. It's been a very long time coming. So this feels really good. I can't wait to show you guys the work that I create in this new space. So thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you FlexiSpot for sending me the standing desk. Again, there's that link down in the description to the standing desk E7 down below. But that's it for today. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.